Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews. What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in again. This is another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and we're back to IPAs. But this is not your regular IPA. This is an IPA from Epic Beer. And Epic Beer is a brewery out of New Zealand. And this is the Armageddon IPA from Epic. Imported by Shelton Brothers. Who cares who imported it? This is product of New Zealand, brewed and bottled by Epic Brewing Company, Auckland, New Zealand. And you gotta love it. This is an ale. 1 pint, 0.9 fluid ounces, 6.66% alcohol by volume. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that it's the Armageddon IPA. I don't know. But I saw this at the store the other day, and obviously the name caught my eye, you know, big label with the word Epic IPA. You know me, I'm always looking for an Epic IPA. And then I saw that it was from New Zealand, and I had to have it. Reason being, a couple of years ago I had the Southern Hemisphere wet hop ale from Sierra Nevada. And that was made with hops from New Zealand, from the Southern Hemisphere. It's a different strain, it's a different kind of hop, it's something that's not common to the States and to the Northern Hemisphere. And they have a completely different flavor than what we're used to with our American hops, with the citrus and the pine and the grassy herbally hops that come from Europe. This was something completely different. I really enjoyed that Sierra Nevada. And when I saw this, I said, I really have to have an IPA made with those funky, different hops. So I picked it up. And it's going to be really cool because I'm going to have a cap that says Epic. Alright. Now, punching it up on Beer Advocate, this isn't, of course, a very common beer or a very known beer. On Beer Advocate, the Epic Armageddon IPA only has a total of 75 reviews. And of those 75, out of those 75 reviews, it receives a 91. So, for what it is, it seems to be highly rated. And apparently this is a rotating beer, so says Beer Advocate. I don't know. I didn't look up Epic's website. I don't get into that. There's no sense in it. I give you the basics. That's about it. So yeah, man. You know, I'm just dying to try an Epic IPA made with hops from the Southern Hemisphere. That's just cool stuff to me. And since I want to save that Epic cap, the big lighter, that's right. Wifey got me the lighter and I'm putting it to use. So off we go. About to drink an Epic IPA. Well, let's hope that it's epic. Alright, nice pop. Ooh, smoky. Not super smoky, but smoky. I think Joe D would give that smoke about a half thumb up. I don't know. Anyways, off we go into the IPA goblet. I pour all my IPAs. Every IPA that I review, I pour it into this glass. For no particular reason other than I like the glass. It seems fitting for IPAs. And that's that. Alright. Light gold. Light, yeah, gold and yellow. I mean, that's gold. Maybe a hair lighter than gold, but I mean, it's clear, it's golden. Let me tell you something. This is only a couple of shades darker than a Budweiser. This is not a dark beer by any means. Perhaps it may not be a very malty IPA. Of course, it's only at 6.66. That's a suspect ABV, 6.66. But it's only 6 and change percent, so it's not a double IPA. The head looks good though. It's bone white. Bone white, frothy, dense. You know, that kind of reminds me of that Southern Hemisphere. Call me crazy, and I had that beer. I believe, in 2010. You know, so it's been at least a year and a half, approaching 2 years since I had that Southern Hemisphere Sierra Nevada. But call me crazy, man. This reminds me of it. Yeah, it smells good. It smells good indeed. All right, so I don't know how you say cheers in New Zealand. Probably just like we do. Cheers. So, cheers, guys. Let's see what this is like. I wouldn't call it epic, but I'll call it damn good. You guys know I don't like the richer, maltier IPAs. And this is not a very malt heavy beer, but the hops are complex and it's such a different flavor. But I mean, the body is as light as an IPA, as a quality, you know, brewed IPA can be. This is approaching that kind of light. You know, it's not thin, but it's a light body. Hops hit you right up front, and they keep hitting you as you swallow, and then they just kind of uppercut you towards the finish. It's not a super hop bomb. It's more about the flavor than the bitterness or the resininess or resinousness, but it's hoppy and it's flavorful and I like it. It's hard to describe. It's reminiscent of citrus hops, reminiscent of, like, you know, Pacific Northwest citrusy hop profile, but there's kind of a sweet fruit aspect to it. And, you know, not like dark fruits, you know, it's kind of like a pineapple, mango, hint of kiwi perhaps. You know, because again, like those Pacific Northwest, you know, West Coast hops, citrus hops where you get grapefruit and you get some orange, you know, you can get a little lemony sometimes, that kind of thing. No, this is more that sweet fruit. Pineapple, mango are the first ones that come to mind. It's a different breed of hop, man, and it's fucking tasty. Epic indeed. Armageddon, yes, it's like the end of the world in my mouth. All right. All the way from New Zealand. Well, I'll tell you what, it came a long way, and it did its job. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. This is my first beer from Epic Brewing, and I hope not my last. Apparently they know what they're doing. I'll leave it at that. For what it is, an IPA made with hops that most of us have never had before. You know, and just a bomber of a good IPA, man. Flavorful and well put together, well executed. Glass full, glass full. If this was an IPA, you know, an American IPA made with American hops, I'd have a different opinion of it because it would have so many other beers just like it on the shelf. There are very few beers like this on the shelf, and this may be the best example of them. Considering that this is hoppier than the Sierra Nevada, I would rather drink this than that. So I'll leave it at that. I hope we start seeing a lot more beers from New Zealand because these hops are flavorful, interesting, and they make for a good IPA. So that's it. I've said enough. I'm gonna get out of here. This is a glass full. I'm Hoggie. This has been a beer review. Please fucking whore me and comment and share and do all that good stuff because, you know, I'm just trying to spread the word. Just spread the word, man. Hoggie's Beer, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Hit me up, subscribe on YouTube, stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. There's a lot more down the pipeline, so just, you know, keep an eye on it. Check back in, and now I'm out of here. Cheers, guys.